Jamdownians, wagwan, wagwan, wagwan. This is Chooks, and we'll look for our next picture. We'll use them picture here to trigger some memories. And I know said that one here, I got trigger a whole heap of nice memory because of some sweet treats. And I know say all I remember them little snack here what we used to have. The coconut drops, grater cake, gizzarda, and the peanut drops. Now the first three is coconut base, and you know the coconut is a fruit. Well, it's actually a fruit, but we treat it as a nut still. The coconut is something where we use a lot in Jamaica. You know, say the Sunday rice and peas can't cook without the coconut milk. You know, say when you make a little toast and you put in them, you love put your coconut milk in there. You know, say when you make a soup, especially the red pea soup, you know, say you love put your coconut milk in there. And then now you have some people, you know, them, and maybe me one of them people here too. I want to tell me how you feel about this. Tell me how you feel about this. You have some people where them feel say if you not get the coconut, husk it out yourself, as would I call it. Husk it out, that's how we call it. That means say you buy the dry coconut, you crack it, you drain out the coconut water, you take out you husk it. That means say you use a knife and you dig out the coconut out of the shell, you wash it, you cut it up, or you grate it, and you put your water with it and you squeeze that out and you strain it. That process there, that's a way our grandparents and some of our parents, that's a way them did have to do. That's before the blender come in, you know. I have some people who, if them not do it themselves that way, them not feel say taste the same. Just like how you would have a man tell you say, you know, if the food not cook in a Dutch pot on the outside fire, that means with the wood or the coal, if I not that it cook pan, it now go taste the right way. You have some people we swear by that, and they're serious about that. So I think I remember when the first batch of coconut powder come out. I remember when I hear some people say, me would have never say me I go buy a coconut powder, but me I put in a food. You're mad. Coconut powder. You crack. Because that coming like that coming like artificial things now, you know. You have some die-hard people where you have to get the coconut, the natural coconut, and grate it. Or even if you want to blend it, alright, then we see with you. If you are alright, you can blend it. If you don't want to grate it and cut up your finger, and if you don't have the skill, you know, cut up your finger. Alright, so then you can grate it, strain it and thing, but it have to be the natural coconut, because that I will carry the taste, that coconut flavor where everybody love in them things. So yeah man, remember when then they come in with the coconut powder, how people raise hell and said no, they not do it. Well, maybe some of them start do it right now, but I'm one of them people that way. No sir, the coconut powder now, it not touch my heart the way raw natural coconut. So the first three things in the picture, coconut drops. Now the coconut drops, you get the coconut, you husk it out as we call it, and you go cut it up. You go cut it up as fine as you can cut it with the knife, and then you go mix it with the sugar, and you either, well, you have, people have different ways to do it. Some people actually bake it, some people just mix it with the sugar and leave it, make it harden by itself. When the sugar caramelize, it harden that way there. And then now so you see the coconut is a thing, if you are going to eat it like that, you have to have the teeth. You have to have, if your teeth not strong, you might not can able to manage the coconut drops. But I tell you, said it full of fiber, and the fiber then now going to help sweep down the food through your system. So that's very good. Coconut is rich in fiber. The grater cake now, you're not going to cut up the coconut for that one. You're going to grate the coconut, which is where the name come from, the grater cake. So you have the metal grater, you're going to grate the coconut, which are going to give you a finer, more shredded, very fine shredded material. And you're going to put in your spices, your sweetener, whatever, your coloring, because that's one of the main features of the grater cake, the red or pink and the white, which complement each other, right? So coloring are going to come in at that. The gizzardo now, the gizzardo, you're going to have your grater the coconut, put in your spices, put in your sweetener, and then the dough, so that are the flour, and it have a unique shape where you shape it out. Now Marky, me never make none of them sitting here yet for myself. Now me just describe what it look like, what people do. Me personally never yet make coconut drops or grater cake or gizzardo or peanut drops, but here was my granny used to make it. As a matter of fact, my granny used to make them and sell. And as a little pitney I grew up, I remember really watching her making these things because at the time when she used to make them, and I think I did kind of old enough to even have that curiosity as to how it make. I did just want to say it tastes good. So but just you can just look on it and kind of tell. If for those of you who actually have made these things, just drop a comment and describe for me how each of them make, what unique thing make each of them different from the others. How you shape out the gizzardo, how you get the Muda want to know how you get for the grater cake, how you get the red part separate from the white part. Muda like know how you get the two color them for stay different from the other one. Alright, so if you make them something, drop a comment and tell me how they make and what is unique about your own. Because I know my granny used to sell them and people used to love them. And she did also, my grandma did make this thing named Natty Patty, which it did more similar to the gizzardo, Cause what should I do? Should I grate the coconut and put our sugar and our spices, mix it up, and then should I make the dough like a patty, you know, like I would have like our patty. You'd have fold it round, fold it over, and then what she do, should have fry it. So she never bake it, should actually fry. And she call it Natty Patty. She named it after herself because we used to call her Miss Natty. Because her husband named Nathaniel and we call him Mr. Natty, so she obviously is Miss Natty. Duh. So she named her pastry after herself, Natty Patty, and it was a big hit, a major hit in the place. Everybody want Natty Patty, and she used to put up her stall along at the gate and everybody come order Natty Patty. Of course, you know, so we used to try thief out the Natty Patty. And sometimes my poor grandmother would lament, Lord of mercy, me not make no profit to pick the money out the Natty Patty. So me make the batch of Natty Patty, then I'm out the Natty Patty. My grandma, well, that was a lovely lady. Lovely lady. Alright, so we reach now the peanut drops. So that not no coconut in there. So obviously the base for that one there is peanut. But same thing, you put in a little spice, your personal touch, and the sugar. And you know, said you'd have caramelize the sugar, so by the time it dry, it harden, and you just put them in little batches and you make that harden. I remember when we grew up, you know, you used to have the peanut man. It would have passed through more time, but you know, definitely on a Sunday you go see him. You go see the peanut woman. There was this lady. She did live down a Salt Lane, and she used to go out go sell peanut. So should I have the raw peanut? I should have bagged them out in some little bag and have them pan a kind of metal hamper, like tie them on the metal, make it look like a hamper. So should have the raw peanut, should I have the roasted peanut where she roast and peel off the skin, shell off the skin. Should I have the peanut in the shell, and you'd have the roasted peanut now, you'd have salted and unsalted. Should I have the peanut cake, and you know, whichever one you fancy, whether you want the salted one or the sweet peanut cake or the raw one. Everybody have them preference, so she have everything for you. Anything you want, you get it. You used to have also this man go around with, I think he used to be on a bike, and you'd have one little machine now where him roast the peanut, and you'd hear it make like a little whistling sound. So you would have bag out the peanut them, the roasted peanut, and salt them, whether you want it in the shell where you are going to shell it out yourself, or the one them where him shell already for you. So them people that you know, definitely on a Sunday you are going to see them, so you put on your money till you see them. So all of them confectionery, I know, them are go, we hold them dear to our heart because they are attached to certain memories that we have of childhood growing up. Even though now when we're older, I'm sure I can't relate now when we're older and we look back, we say some of them things anyway, we really shouldn't did eat them. You know them way you know them way the more time you look back at things where you used to eat or where you used to do, and you say, but you know, this never healthy, or we never really used to, we never should I do that, you know, but because they are tied to other memories, it's like you still hold them there. So it's like what would I call soul food. Soul food, you know, in the black community are one of the most dangerous thing, you know. The soul food, full of grease, full of sugar, full of high carbs, full of some of the meat them where, you know, like the in America the chitlins and so on, and in the Caribbean some of the other meats were really were the what left, right, from slavery. That's what the slaves, our ancestors who were enslaved, and that them did get. And so them turn them and make fashion, as would I say, and them turn it into something which we now call soul food, which is tied with a lot of fun memories of family and our get-togethers, our celebration, but at the same time are some of the most unhealthy foods, and one of the reasons why the diabetes and the obesity and the cancer is so high in our community. So them confectionery kind of similar. If you look on them and really check them out, you notice very high sugar content. Even though yes, you have the coconut, you have the peanut, but look on the ton of sugar we surround them. Very unhealthy, you know, but they are tied with dear memories, fun memories. So we have to learn as we go down memory lane and we look back at these things. We have to learn to kind of make the distinction between what was good for us at the time, because we never knew no better, and we still appreciate it, and we understand the role we play in our development. But now we're at a better place in terms of our understanding of health and wellness and so on, so we can make that distinction. We have to learn to do that. We have to really learn to do that and still go back and appreciate these things. So we're going to be looking at a ton of other pics and allowing them to trigger our memories, and we can talk about them. Talk and tell me how you feel about them, how you used to feel, how you feel now that you don't have the perspective of experience and, you know, your maturity, and looking back you can analyze things. So that more we do, more we look back on them something here, not just to say alright we are look back on them, but make an analysis, make a comparison, make a wise, know that you're wiser. Yeah, you're looking back with that perspective. So Jamdownians, if you don't know subscribe yet to the channel, may I beg you please just do me that favor, subscribe and share the videos, and check my back we're gonna look on some other picture, right? So maybe soon.